everybody, and welcome to our 4th episode of Ships and Giggles. We are glad to be back. It has been a while since we got to do one of these lovely improv shows. I am joined by Rune Vaughan, Michael Daly, Michael Whaley, and Marissa Rothfarb, most of whom are very frequent participators in the Twitch chat itself. So you may have run into any number of them in the Opwu streams on Mondays. Welcome everybody, and thank you to Jose and Super Silly Pants for the resubscriptions as well. Wow, Will here for 14 months. That's absolutely fabulous. All right, so we'll go ahead and get started with our games. We're going to start with Party Quirks, as we often do. It's going to be quite an adventure because I'm very excited about the perks, the quirks that I've given everybody. Perks from a certain point of view. And who is our victim? I think Daly is our victim today. Daly is the one hosting the party with all these wild people, and I will go ahead and let them begin. We're going to just do our normal 4 square for this, instead of doing them individually. So in your own time, I guess you can decide who goes first. We can maybe do ladies first and Whaley at the end. If that's all right. Marissa, if you want to go first.
Sure.
All right. And Daly, in your own time, begin your party.
Yeah. Just, 1 second. Yes. Yes. There's someone at the door. I know. It's awake, but let's try to make the best of it.
Knock.
Hey, how are you?
Red leather, yellow leather.
Oh.
Red leather, yellow leather. Red leather, yellow leather.
It's great to see you, beginning actor. It's awesome to see you. Come on in.
Unique New York.
Awesome. I'm just gonna slowly open the door. A little bit more, and you can come on in, slow motion tracked. Oh, excellent. It's so great to have you here. Excellent. Wonderful slow motion warm up. Yes.
Yeah.
Placing a blanket over there.
Scratch.
Oh, hold on. There's something I hear. Oh, it is at the door. Hey, well, hello, Colleen. It's so good to see you. I thank you for coming.
Delightful to see. Sorry.
Cold of some sort.
My apologies. A little frog in my throat. Darling, it is so good to see you.
Oh, it's wonderful to see you.
I've missed you terribly. It's been ages and ages since lunch last week.
Oh, it has been. It has been just decades.
Decades and decades. And I'm terribly, terribly, terribly sorry when I sneezed last week and your poodle caught on fire. I didn't intend for that to happen, but I've been battling this cold and it's been really traumatic. There's been a lot of insurance claims. Lots of insurance claims.
Yes. That's why we have the wake here is for Jebediah, my poodle.
Terribly
I think that's fine.
Ding dong!
Oh yeah, hello.
Ding dong!
Yeah.
Hey!
Hi.
Can I come in? Are we ready to get started?
I am. Have you met Colleen? The
Hello, darling.
Hello.
I need a different hairstyle. Perhaps a mohawk and rainbows.
All right, the first thing we've got to talk about is being safe.
Yeah.
Safe.
Absolutely.
Like, we do not want little babies running everywhere.
Ooh,
No.
Like, we've got
they're tender.
to be safe. So either abstinence or condoms.
Absolutely.
This is crazy.
Yes.
Is that a dead body?
That's
awake?
a dog. It's actually a
Yeah,
dog.
A dog. Oh.
Yes.
I have a little dog.
Yes. Extremely right-wing minister, Father John. Have you met our punk?
Anyways.
Fire
No, I haven't.
This
Stretch my wings. Darling, I must stretch my wings.
Oh yes,
You get your wings out there. Just be safe.
Just look appropriate for a wake. I wasn't sure. Like, I can change just like that. You know I can.
Yes.
You should always be yourself.
Absolutely, I agree. That's something
I
that
do so many different things for so many different people. And I want to be something for you today.
Yes. A morphing.
Sorry, the fire again.
Now, about the babies, what was this going on?
Oh yes, appetizers.
Yes, they're not. They're
We don't want little rugrats running around when you're so young.
No, we don't.
Don't want that at all.
No. Yes.
Especially, that's why we have a safe after prom party. That way there's no babies anywhere.
Yes.
Now, next, do you have a banana? I want to show you how to put a condom on it.
No, I don't. I do not, sex ed teacher. I don't. Sex ed instructor, condom person.
That's crazy.
I mean, this party is just baffling because there's so many people I don't recognize at all.
You invited us.
I've got a fire-breathing, body-morphing phoenix.
You're so close. What's another word for a fire-breathing phoenix?
Dragon. Fire-breathing dragon.
Oh, that's wow, a dragon.
Yes.
Darling, I really wanted to go for that third date. I hope you can forgive me about the poodle.
It's just fine. Just fine. And sex ed teacher of some sort.
I think I'm gonna call it there because I'm not sure Whaley knows who John Mulaney is.
He is. I know his accent. I just can't do it.
Street smarts.
Oh,
I just can't do it. I know he has. I've seen him many times. When you saw that, I tried to look up John Mulaney quotes, but I wasn't getting anything right. So I was like, and it was bad. So
it seems like
it was just
that's
awful
crazy.
John Mulaney.
Awful John Mulaney.
Awful John Mulaney.
Heidi, what were you?
A shape-shifting dragon romance hero.
Oh.
I really do want that third date.
I was a sloth doing vocal warm-ups.
Totally what I thought you were.
Jeez.
Yes, those were
not easy.
They were challenging. I thought they were funny, and then I realized, oh, these aren't guessable. But, you know, whatever.
Especially when someone can't do... I felt like Smallwood when he tried to do Donald Duck.
He did great. You both did great.
Oh my God, Smallwood's Donald Duck was the best.
Oh, absolutely wonderful.
Awful John Mulaney.
One for the books.
All right. Well, Daly, I'm going to let you take a rest after that. And we're going to move on to good, bad, worst advice. I want a little bit of interaction from the chat on this one. So stream chat, I want you to ask our panel any questions you want, anything you need advice about, because we are going to be looking for good, bad, and worst advice from Marissa, Rune, and Whaley. So let's throw some questions in the chat. They can be about life, love, fandom, parents, school, work, whatever you want. And our first question from Emma Aw, is arson okay?
It's never okay.
On Mondays only.
Well, it's okay if it's your ex's house.
I'm babysitting my nephew. How should I entertain them? From Green Dragon 1997.
Shoots and ladders.
Play hide and seek and don't try to seek.
Actual ladders and see how far they can climb, and and then let them have fun from there.
Actual shoots too.
Actual shoots, yeah.
From Jamie, how do I tell my robot boyfriend that I love him?
Dang it. I had one, but I don't remember the word for the thing.
I've got one, but I'm waiting.
I'll go with good then. 01101.
Thank you. That's what I wanted to do. What's that called? Binary?
You show him Detroit Evolution, and you just sit there silently, and at the end you say what they said.
Turn him off, reboot his whole system, and then just do like a little bit of extra programming where you just like do a little sub program right in there, kind of like tell him, dude, you love this person, so we're gonna hook up.
Unconsensual robot tampering.
It really is. Don't do that. The robots are gonna get me.
Jamie replied, noted, but I am non-binary.
I knew that was going to come up when I was thinking of that.
Right? What is that called? What is the 01001? What is
binary?
Code.
Binary.
Maybe
but their
maybe
joke is they're non-binary.
Try Morse code with like a theremin or something. Austin, don't you have a theremin we can talk to a robot boyfriend with? Just do Morse code with a theremin.
Okay, I just want to mention, so when I was asking Austin for an idea for Party Quirks he just pointed to his theremin, and I was like, what do I do with that?
I can do a better theremin impression than John Mulaney.
Explains that look.
That's what I should have given you, a theremin trying to teach sex ed.
Wait, let's do that for him.
Gonna throw that into this game. If you were a theremin, how would you teach sex ed?
It's all in the fingers.
Ooh.
All right.
With consent.
So let's go back to some of these questions. What do we got? Pickalilly asks, how do I get bloodstains out of clothes?
Peroxide.
Wear red, then they won't show up.
Why in the hell would you want to get bloodstains out of clothes? That's a badge of honor.
It's Roach's ass, how do I stop my kitten from peeing on the sofa?
Ew.
You get the little kitty pee pads, and then there's a scent thing you can put on them that the kittens will pee there instead of sofa. Also clean your sofa with vinegar so it doesn't leave the residue.
Get a dog instead.
People are really going to hate me after this, but a little needle and thread will really sew that problem right up. It was supposed to be the worst advice. That seems terrible.
That's my wife.
Sorry.
As a vet tech, please bring your cat to the vet first. Make sure there's no That's what you need to do first.
Well, you just give them grape juice if it is, right?
Oh, God.
Kitty UTIs.
I'm so sorry. I like cats.
Everybody in the chat is just saying no.
Good. You've got morals.
Bad advice,
chat.
then. Perfect.
Don't do this. Bad advice.
Thank God.
Sopho67 asks, what is the best way to get better at dancing?
Classes 7 days a week.
Ask a friend who you know is a good dancer to give you some lessons.
So as a dancer, I will say just bang your big toe joint with a hammer, and that pain is exactly what you're going to feel when you dance anyway. So you're really just halfway there.
Oh.
Yeah.
Appreciation Police asks, how do I earn money the fastest?
you work really hard, and you will get further and make the money.
Pyramid schemes definitely work. Definitely work. So get your friends. If you haven't seen them since high school, definitely get them. Yeah, they will be on top of this with you. Pyramid schemes.
Dogecoin.
Nice.
To the moon. To the moon.
To the moon.
Sophos also asks, hypothetically, how do I get away with a bank robbery?
Well, you could definitely learn quite a bit from Red Dead Redemption. They have a lot for you to learn, so just play every single hour of that game and study hard, practice, do drills with your friends, and you'll be fine.
So you need to get yourself a Mini, those really tiny little cars. You need to unload everything unnecessary, hire yourself the best driver you can get, and get that train schedule. Italian job.
All right, mine's a little complicated, but what you have to do is you have to tear the sides of your cheek. Then you got to paint yourself as a clown. And then you get a bus and a bunch of other people in clown masks. And then you just go into the mafia bank. But you got to make sure the Batman is nowhere around. And then you can get that money.
Oh, welcome, Witchy Lady 81. They ask, where can I get help with being addicted to true crime?
Well, I know who this is. Hi, Amber.
You should probably see a therapist.
If you do a crime, then you won't be addicted to listening to other people do crimes.
Oh God, I got the worst.
How do you top that?
All right. How do you get help with your addiction to true crime? Well, oh God.
Sorry.
Marissa.
There is no advice.
Get rid of your cable, all of your Netflix, your Hulu, your Amazon Prime, any of your streaming services. You have got to throw the TV out of the house. Your kids shouldn't have TVs. Get rid of your phone. Go back to analog. No more technology for you, dear.
And finally, welcome frequently. They ask, how do I fool the government into thinking I never existed?
Imposter syndrome gets to all of us. Just gaslight the government into making sure that they have imposter syndrome about you.
That's the good advice.
Yeah.
So now we have to top that with bad and worse. Thanks, Marissa.
Sorry. So you want to acid burn your fingerprints off? And then you're going to have to hack into the Social Security system and get that Social Security number wiped, like legit way back wiped.
All right. First thing you do, fake your death, obviously. Then once you're doing that, then you throw away you go off the grid. Now you're living in the woods. You've got to learn to hunt and doing that. And then boom, the government doesn't even know if you exist anymore because they think you're dead. Just don't be suspicious.
Don't be suspicious.
You wouldn't gaslight the government.
That's brilliant.
Hey, I brought it today, okay?
Oh, well, that's our game.
Oh,
absolutely great. That was brilliant. It really did go from bad to worst.
Wasn't much good.
Cringy.
All right, Michael Daly, you are now back up. And you are back up with a solo game. Remember last time when we made Michael Smallwood give some narration to a video he had never seen before? Well,
I was thinking about how much I missed this.
Well, we're gonna do that again, and you're up.
Let's go.
So
Yes.
I had a nightmare about this last night.
Let's see what we've got. Let's put
You planned it out. There you go.
How do I see the video?
I'm going to share the screen with Zoom here, so we will all get.
Oh, okay. So we'll get to see it too. All right, cool.
So Hold on, just a second for my. I'm gonna do the splash page real quick, just so I can transition over. Give me like 10 seconds, and we'll be back.
Chef Club recipes have no limits. Get ready. Recipes may be shocking.
Marissa, this isn't your game. It's like bakery Legos.
Oh, God.
I'm excited and hungry.
All right, here we go. Michael, you ready?
Let's go.
Break a leg.
Well, hi, y'all. This is Patty Demontree with Chef Club Originals. And today we're going to open a letter and look at some coupon. Oh, this is money, actually. I'm sorry. This is my English collection of money that we're going to look at. And this is what I actually use to buy my products. See, I actually mail my English money, put a nice little yellow ribbon on it, you know, because yellow ribbon goes around the old oak tree. And then I just tie it up and then put some sugar and some balloons. Now this is a weird process because to actually get the product for the cake that you see in the beginning, I actually have to do this. I have a little bit of OCD here. Now, once the envelope's over there, I got the Sprite and sugar and a balloon. I'm gonna tie another yellow ribbon around it and I attach that to the envelope. I told you I did. And it just rises up and goes to England itself. Now, on to my cake recipe. Now, as you know, I like sugar and butter and flour and another chocolate spice that y'all know. And I'm gonna mix that up really well with my big little spatula and I'm gonna pour it down in my pie. Now remember, I like to pour. I don't like to shift it in, I like to pour. And then I'm gonna pour my pour again into my little cake sheet and with my pink spatula, I'm gonna smear that all up good and tight. Now you wanna bake that for 25 minutes on 350 Fahrenheit, not dollars, that's how much the product was. And once it's done, now I'm gonna cut this cake in half. Now see, I got 2 pieces here, plus I got my little platform cake here that I made before, and I'm gonna take each of those and I'm gonna skewer them in. I love that word, skewer. I'm gonna skewer those in and put them around in a circle, and I got my little fortress. Now, I forgot to mention the surprise. This is exactly how I mail my envelope to England. I put it in the fortress and in the cake. I do. It gets there. I promise it does. Now, here's the exciting part. I'm gonna use all this string. Now, this is candy string I got from the candy factory in the mall over on 744 Dorchester Road. And I'm gonna place this on top of the cake like little spiders. Aren't they just like little spiders, little scary spiders? And then I'm gonna put here, we got a flame. Yes, we do. And it's gonna go on to, I forgot though. I'm gonna let the balloon out because I forgot that I put too much money in there. Now I'm gonna take that hold. I had to cut that little area out. I grabbed some money out so I don't do that.
Wow.
And it's a gender reveal party that I got in the middle of it.
Wow.
That was a lot of coupons.
Wow.
Coupons.
I love that one because it's like you think you're making a cake and then all of a sudden we just start throwing money in it.
I mean, I'm okay with that cake.
Was it like a gender reveal money cake?
Or like a will you be my bridesmaid cake? It'd be awkward if they said no. They'd have to eat the cake.
It could have just been a birthday cake with a present inside.
It was called the giving cake. So, you make somebody a cake and then surprise, there's $350 inside.
How do you cut the cake? There's a balloon in it. How do you cut the cake?
I'd be disappointed there wasn't more cake.
I imagine that plenty of people have been like, I didn't expect a balloon in the center of it. Jeez.
I mean, you gotta think a cake knife is like, 6 inches at least?
Well, so our next game is for Rune and Marissa. This one's called Crack Ship. So I'm going to need some recommendations in the chat of 2 characters and a romance trope. So just start throwing 2 of your favorite characters, just character suggestions, and I'll pick some from the chat and throw in some romance tropes too. I want to see romantic comedy tropes, fan fiction tropes, all sorts of things like that.
Williams and Sonoma.
Williams and Sonoma. No, that's Oscar bait. The origin story of Williams and Sonoma, the gay love story we've never heard.
When Smallwood gets back and I'm on here again, we'll do Awful John Mulaney and Donald Duck.
And Donald Duck?
Bringing it back around, absolutely. Oh, let's.
That'll either be the worst or the best time ever.
It'll be the best. Your headphones look all nice and untangled.
I did that for some vocal stuff because when I put my microphone on a stand, it was too short to get to my. So when I was doing some voice work, when I was doing it on a stand, I was like, I have to make my headphones longer. Gotta untangle these motherfuckers. All right. So let's see who we've got. A lot of good ones. All right, let's go with Mike Wazowski from Monsters, Inc. And
he's the little green guy, right?
Huh?
He's the little green guy, right?
The little green guy, right?
Mike Wazowski.
And Edward Cullen from
Wazowski.
Twilight. You're claiming Mike Wazowski?
Yeah, that's fine.
Mike Wazowski and Edward Cullen. Now let's see what the we've already done. There's only one bed, unfortunately, for Hanachu, or else I would pick that.
That was so fun.
For Mike Wazowski, I gotta cover my face with the logo.
I'm
Wazowski fashion.
I'm Wazowski.
I'm on the front page.
I call dibs on Wazowski.
Oh, you do? Oh, so I'll be Edward Cullen then.
Let's
fine.
Green Dragon. I like that. Enemies to lovers. Ooh. Enemies to lovers. We technically did that with Hanachu as well. It was enemies to lovers and sharing a bed. Now that I remember, it was weird. I don't know why we did both. But yes, let's do Mike Wazowski and Edward Cullen. Enemies to lovers. In your own time.
Okay. Marissa, do you want to do Wazowski?
Oh, I don't care. My favorite movie of all time is Vampires Suck, so I would honestly be very happy to do Edward Cullen.
Edward Cullen. Edward Cullen it is. Twilight fans.
Oh, I didn't say that.
It's already starting.
Edward!
What?
Edward! Look at me when you're speaking to me. Look in my eyes.
And why would I do that?
You know I prefer the eye contact. I'm very angry. I'm so angry, Edward! Ugh.
And why should I care about how you feel, Mike?
I don't like it when you call me Mike. Call me Wazowski like you mean it.
We're both monsters, Wazowski. We bring terror to people. I don't understand why we have to fight. We're more alike than you think. I could never love someone like you love Sully.
It's true. Sully is my first love. It's just that you're such a sneaky little bastard. And I need the screams. I need the screams. You sealed it.
You want me to give you my ability to make people scream? Wazowski, is that it?
Would you do that for me? Would you give me the screams?
I'd make you scream.
Oh.
As if you could outrun me! I don't remember the rest of the quote. I'll tell you this, Wazowski. We have no quarrel with each other. You need screams. I need those really hot werewolves gone so that I can woo Bella Swan. So why don't we team up and get rid of those long hair, washboard ab mother fluffers together?
I like how you're thinking. I like that a lot. Those are some musky pack animals right there.
They could never smell as gross as you.
Huh.
And I'm kind of into it.
Oh, thanks. I just only wash once a month.
I think this will work, Wazowski. I think you could... Maybe... Because we're both monsters. You could bring out the human in me. To save Bella. And get rid of that beautiful son of a bitch, Taylor Lautner.
There's a lot of names there I don't know. But that's okay. You've convinced me. Take my hand, Edward. Take my hand.
I will.
And let's do this together. I would follow you into a sunrise, though I don't think you could walk very far into that. But I would.
It's okay. And I take off my shirt and I'm sparkling in the sun.
Oh,
I'm sparkling for you, Wazowski.
It's so bright.
But you're brighter.
Oh, Edward.
Scene.
Okay.
That was so uncomfortable.
Why?
Good.
Oh wow.
Good.
I wasn't uncomfortable.
Fuck's sake. I also love how we got some Sully Mike side pairing.
It only seemed fair.
If this was live in person, I would have come in as Sully for just a tag in.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Mike, what's going on?
Sully at Disney, that Disney comedian show. They picked me to play Sully in that. Oh.
That's pretty good.
Oh my gosh. Well, what do we have?
Four-person crack ship next time.
What do we have next up? Let's do press conference next. So let me see what our press conference is. I believe Whaley is the one giving the press conference, and the rest of you are reporters trying to interview him about what the topic is. Here we go. So, Whaley, the thing that you were giving a press conference about is that there's not going to be any more Star Wars. No more Star Wars. So, in your own time, let's begin.
I'd like to welcome everyone to the press conference. As you may have all heard, there's some terrible, terrible news in the world today. There's not going to be any more Star Wars. No more Star Wars, so if you guys have any questions, I'll do my best. Yes, you.
So like, if there's gonna be no more Star Wars, like, is there still gonna be Star Trek?
Yeah, of course there's still gonna be Star Trek. Why they would never get rid of Star Trek.
Okay, well,
I mean,
that was the superior one anyway, so, I'm gonna go to the Star Trek press conference. Goodbye.
Oh, see you later.
It's yeeted out of there.
Anyone else? Yes. Ma'am.
When the next Rebecca Donaldson with Life Place Sci-Fi Times.
Hi, Rebecca.
Now, will there be more Lord of the Rings?
Yes, there'll be more Lord of the Rings. There's a new Amazon show getting ready to come out, so it's going to be here forever. So don't have to worry about missing out Lord of the Rings.
I'm going to go to that conference. Bye.
Oh, all right. You up top. Yes. No, you. Yes.
So, sorry, Marissa, and I'm with the Variety. So I was just wanting to know, will Fast and Furious still be continuing their franchise?
Unfortunately, yes. After Fast 9, they will be going and doing the Jurassic World crossover that has been rumored. So we will have dinosaurs racing cars and cars racing dinosaurs.
Oh, how very exciting!
It's pretty epic, but it will now. Don't get your hopes up. It will happen in space at some point, but it will not tie in because there will be no more Star Wars. So it'll be, if they're fighting there, it will be Space Wars, but not Star Wars. Not the same thing.
With dinosaurs and fast cars.
Of course, yes.
I'm going to that press conference.
Sorry, Rebecca again. The Lord of the Rings conference wasn't where I thought it was. I'm just curious though. Is it going to be like Share? Like it's like no more Share shows, but there's actually going to be one.
Okay, I see where you're going with this, and it's not that it's retiring and then coming back out of retirement over and over and over again. The creators have decided to never make anything Star Wars related again. They've done it all. We've had all the crossovers, and they're just done. Yes, you down here at the bottom.
Am I the only one with an actual Star Wars question? My name is Katie from Geekly Weekly, and I want to know who the hell decided this?
Well, it was a joint venture between Disney, George Lucas, Kathleen Kennedy. They all decided that they were tired of ruining some stuff from our childhood. While there's an occasional offshoot that's good, Jon Favreau stuff is amazing, they decided to no longer tarnish our childhood.
Well, that's going to tarnish our future.
That is true. I agree. I'm doing my best to hold it in here right now. Yes, you, ma'am.
Yes, Brand from the Nerd Roster. So I've heard rumors on Twitter and stuff that this is actually not so much a Star Wars going away as it is a rebranding of Star Wars. Is that true? Can you confirm?
Who the hell told you that? Who?
Well, my sources are very private. There was a lot of money involved.
We're going to talk after this press conference. I can't answer that question. I plead the
Does that
fifth.
mean I'm getting
I know this isn't in the government, but I plead the fifth. Any other questions? Down here again.
Hi, back from Geekly Weekly. Are you gonna continue the Star Wars animated series, such as perhaps the Clone Wars?
All Star Wars is ending. I don't understand what's confusing about this for you. It's very hard for me. Like I cry away. Like I'm holding back tears right now. I'm just it's the best I can do. Yes, again up top.
Yes, sorry, Brand again. So the rebranding, is it actually going to be with the Rocky Horror cast characters? Because the Transylvanians would be really epic on the clone side, I'm just saying. So if that's I would really like to write an article about that. If you could just give me some information, it'd be great.
This is not about the rebranding that is or isn't happening. I mean, it would be a sweet, sweet transvestite Star Wars.
My readers are demanding a floor show. They're demanding one.
Well, there's gonna be time warps in this new series that isn't confirmed by me. like why would that even happen?
Sounds a lot like you're confirming things to me.
That is not what's happening. Hello? Okay. Yes, that is not happening. Any other questions?
Do you know what time the Lord of the Rings event is?
I do, because I'm actually holding that press conference as well. It's one I get to be happy with.
That was an excellent tagline there.
Wow.
Great.
They all said yeet.
Oh, gotta love recursion. All right. And now, one of my favorite games that has become Michael Daly's sort of staple at this point.
Oh,
We're going to
God.
be doing Oscar bait. And today, the challenger for Oscar bait is Michael Whaley.
Yes!
So it's a Daly versus Whaley Oscar bait showdown. And so let me.
These are the two most dramatic males I know.
What? How dare you?
So for those who don't know what Oscar bait is, it is basically two performers vying for the best actor Oscar by out dramatically monologuing each other. Both of them are in a typical Oscar bait film and trying to become the most memorable performer in the movie. And in typical Oscar bait fashion, we have a very, very melodramatic topic for what this movie is about. This movie that you are both in is a heartwarming melodrama about the 50-year friendship between the Muppets.
Oh, excellent.
You can feel the interpretation of that prompt however you want. You do not have to stick to one character. You are both embodying the entire movie, but you are trying to outact each other. This is always a free-for-all, and it always goes off on its own direction. So, in your own time, feel free to begin.
I'm so excited this is recorded. Oh, yes.
Well,
Yep.
I'm just so happy that our friendship has grown as it has, Kermie.
I'm so excited!
Me too! Hi-ya!
Ooh.
Now,
Now,
I've
Piggy.
known you for a long time, and you know, you and I have not had kids yet. And I have to say, I am disappointed because our little pork frog has not been made.
You know that I am trying. I'm trying so hard. But the doctors say that all the times that I've gotten hit in the genitals have made my little swimmers not so good.
But we can try, Kermie. We can try. I want a baby more than I want my acting career. Excuse me.
Who's there? Who's there with you? I thought you were alone. Piggy?
It's just a hundred more. I may have to switch characters because I don't think animals stop barking. It's just animal. All right, Kermie. I have to tell you the truth. I'm telling him. We've been seeing each other. Fozzie, move away. Animal and I have been seeing each other for 25 years.
Well, I have some news for you. I've been seeing someone too. Come on in. I'm not a shrimp, I'm a king prawn. I have been seeing Kermit. I am Pepe, and me and Kermit are in love. I hope you know that. He loves the shrimp. Prawns. So many prawns. We have prawn babies. He's given them to me.
Yes,
Do you have nothing to say for yourself?
Well, I guess we're even. I guess we're very even, Kermie.
Well, I have an idea. Me and Kermit have been talking, and maybe we make this all four of us?
Well, I have to tell you, there's someone else here that maybe wants a part two. Hey, y'all. How you doing? It's Janice. Yeah.
Hi, Janet.
Hey, listen. I wouldn't be doing this on a nude beach or anything, but you know, I'm totally down for this. Animal move. Now, come on.
Well, we are also not alone.
No?
Come on in, Rizzo. Hey, Janet.
Oh, 50
We're just partying
years
over here. We could come over there.
Yes.
I know this doesn't really sound like Rizzo. I've got a cold.
Yes, I don't. Well, 50 years of this. I can't believe we're finally getting together, man. It's so cool.
It is cool. Can't wait to get Gonzo in here.
The nose alone. It's me awesome.
Oh,
Absolutely.
that will be good, but after 50 years, I think... What? Oh, Pepe wants to talk. After 50 years, I don't know that we can go on as friends anymore. We're too different.
What do you mean?
I think this is the end of the Muppet friendships.
But there is no end for the Muppets, man. Animal.
The Muppets need to end. And I don't understand why you don't get that. They need to end!
See?
Where?
Oh my god.
I couldn't hear you with over the dog.
Oh, but you worked with it though. Oh my god.
Sorry about the dog.
Get that dog an agent.
Right.
Upstaging me.
It's a diva. It won't bark on command.
Well, they say you never act with kids and dogs or
animals.
Animal!
Well,
I can do an animal impression, and you took it by calling the dog animals.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So, my mom says the Oscar goes to Animal. Yeah, no, I think
that bitch.
I think you got upstaged.
The animal, not your mom. Talking about the dog, not your mom.
Oh my gosh.
Now she's not coming.
Yeah. Diva.
There she is.
Hi.
Animal.
Did not like the towel on my head.
That was piggy.
What's funny is I did do an okay Kermit, Miss Piggy impression.
I can do better than I was doing. I was anxious.
Fine.
Oh. It was great.
All right, so our final game today is Pitch Meeting, which is again for all four of you. In this case, Michael Whaley is playing the studio executive trying to be sold on the movie that these other three jokers are trying to sell to him. And, you know, I think we're going to bring something back from earlier. They're trying to sell him on a sequel to Lord of the Rings, another Lord of the Rings movie, except it's starring Nick Cage.
Yes.
So, let's try to sell Michael Whaley on the Lord of the Rings franchise movie starring Nick Cage and all that entails in your own time.
All right, so you got me in this room. What do you want to try to pitch me?
Nicolas Cage. We're going to pitch you Nicolas Cage coming in as Frodo Baggins.
Now,
The Nick Cage.
The Nick Cage.
Now think Frodo Baggins. Think Frodo Baggins with a major alcohol problem like in Leaving Las Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
And instead of stealing the One Ring, he steals the Declaration of Independence and throws that into Mordor.
Mm-hmm.
So is Nicolas Cage the only one you've got on board?
He's the only one we need. It's a
Yeah.
one-man show.
Cage.
Wait, Nicolas
call
Cage is going to be playing all the parts?
The man's unhinged. He's unhinged. He can do it.
The creatures that we have bringing into this production, you know, we've got Oliphants, we've got who else is in? We've
Timothy
got
Oliphant?
the tree people. All of those are going to be brought to life through performance capture, which Nick Cage will be doing. Perhaps you're familiar with Into the Spider-Verse. He's got a brilliant voice acting technique. So we will be honored to bring Nick Cage to the screen vocally through every other character other than Frodo Baggins. Yes, to answer your question.
All right. How much is this going to cost me?
Well, you'll make it all back in sales. It's a blockbuster hit.
Yeah.
We're looking
At
at
first
7
weekend.
billion.
$7 billion.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's really, it's like peanuts to this. Like,
Is there only one movie?
well,
Have you got Nicolas Cage for more than one movie? Is my main question.
Give me 1 second. Nick, you want to come? it going? This is a horrible Nicolas Cage, but how you doing there, John?
Hi, Nick. It's good to see you again. It's been a while.
It has. Yeah.
What was it? The peyote in the desert? Last time we saw each other?
It has been, yeah, it has been. Now look. I'm looking at I don't know if you've seen Peggy Sue Got Married, but I'm looking to bring back that character as Frodo Baggins. Actually, I don't know where they're leaving Las Vegas from. So he's gonna talk a little bit like this, a little bit more like this.
All right, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know if I can picture Frodo as that character. However, you do have an iconic character from Raising Arizona. Can that character be Frodo?
Well, I'm thinking that character is going to be probably Bilbo.
This is why you're the professional. I see this. Who's going to be directing this?
J.J. Abrams.
Obviously.
Oh, okay.
Of
We got
course.
Abrams.
There weren't enough lens flares or plot holes in the original, so we needed to, bring some more of that to the table. People know what they expect. Nowadays, we want to smash their expectations. We want to bust their expectations. We want to block bust their expectations.
So, is this a new Lord of the Rings story, or is this a continuation? Like, where at in it? I mean, I know we're using characters from the other trilogies.
Well, it's actually a Lord of the Rings mashup with Rocky Horror. So we're talking fishnet tights and some heels, very dramatic makeup, boas,
All right.
corsets.
If we're going to do that,
Frodo
though,
and Bilbo as Brad and Janet.
okay. Can we get
Minimal
Tim
cost.
Curry for anything?
We already have Tim Curry.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
what is Tim Curry playing?
Everything that Nick
Wait,
Cage isn't playing.
Well, you're gonna have to be more specific. I need character names for who's playing who.
So you know the motorcycle that what's-his-name rides in on and smashes the wall in Rocky Horror?
Meatloaf, yes, I know
Tim
his
will be the motorcycle.
Well, he is wheelchair bound, so I understand him being on wheels.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else? You said he's playing multiples. What else is
He'll
Tim
also
Curry playing?
play the ring raced horses.
I can see that. His
Yeah,
voice is
can't leave him
iconic.
out. Yes.
He could probably screech.
Right.
Nick, do you have a question?
Tim, let me go.
Oh, we got Tim Curry here too.
We didn't want
You
to come
guys
in.
went. I'm going to be honest. You guys went all out for this pitch meeting, and I am for it.
It's going to be
Hey
excellent.
Tim, how's it going?
It's good. I'm playing the horse, as they say. So. Nay.
Wow.
See?
Wow.
See?
Oscar winning, right?
So is Nick Cage, because he's playing everything, is Nick Cage going to ride you?
Are you?
Yes.
Yes.
Fantastic. And I do think this movie needs one more name, though. Another actor to come in and play the other third of the parts. Do you guys have any ideas who could come in that would make the perfect trifecta with Curry and Cage?
Well, we really got to balance it now because we have two amazing masculine actors, very famous, very iconic. So we're going to have to balance it with a female type actor at this
Maybe
point.
John Mulaney.
I like that.
I think what they're going to say is that we really want to keep you shivering with anticipation.
Nailed it. Still got it. I'm not feeling John Mulaney. Do we? And what about we've got Curry, we've got Cage. Let's go another C.
I've got it. Miss Piggy. I have her agent's number on speed dial.
But do we want to put a Muppet into a Lord of the Rings movie?
One could argue there already are.
What does it mean he doesn't want to put him up? I'm sorry, 1 second.
Is Piggy there too? This is a happening place.
Hello.
Oh, Miss Piggy.
Miss Piggy, I want to give my condolences. I heard about the Muppet breakup.
Oh, it's been devastating. It's been devastating. Hear me, yes.
This movie's really going to build your career back up, Miss Piggy. Though you don't need the others.
So who else is Piggy playing?
I'd like to know too.
Well, Piggy is also obviously playing Saruman.
Yeah.
And Gandalf.
That's
because
smart.
she's a magic tour de force. Excuse me, are you insulting Mrs. Piggy when we flew her all the way out from the Muppets Museum at the Fern Bank?
Thank you.
Are you talking to the person trying to fund the movie?
No, it sounded like you were doubting her performance ability. So I just want to make sure
I just
that we're all
wanted to know
keeping
who she was
everything
playing.
nice.
I believe it's you who was doubting my ability to portray. Give that information to you.
I see.
So Saruman, Gandalf. Who else?
Who else? Let's see. Well, obviously all of them are Canadians.
But what about Samwise?
Samwise. Miss Piggy, how do you feel about Samwise?
I like his outfits.
You do or you don't? I'm sorry, what? No. All right, Miss Piggy is not going to settle for that in her contract. She needs fabulousness. We're talking about a Broadway star here.
Well, you guys need to figure it out. You're pitching to me. It's not my job.
So more fishnets and more heels, right, Miss Piggy?
Yes, Arwen. That's who I like to play.
Ah, yes.
Okay, I can see Arwen.
Yes.
Obviously.
And scene.
Also Elrond.
Elrond as well.
And that tied the whole show together and was a great finale of this episode of Ships and Giggles. Thank you to all of our performers and everyone in the chat for joining us, and everybody in the future watching on VOD. Wow, we really had a lot of recurring themes in this episode. I'm going to let everybody here talk about where they can be found on social media, so you should go follow them. And if you're not already a patron of Octopunk this month, if you join at the $10 and up level, you can get Marissa's autograph this month. We have autographed postcards from her through the end of June, so you can get a little piece of Marissa.
Yeah, I licked every single postcard, so you've also got my DNA too. Total piece of me. Yeah.
But Marissa,
we can clone her.
Marissa, where can we find you if not in the mail?
Hey, you can find me in the mail. You can also find me in this vocal booth every day, all day. This is where I will be filming my version of Inside. But for real though, my social media handle pretty much anywhere is Velacoric. Hopefully one of the amazing mods is like dropping that in the chat right now.
Already right there, yep.
Yay, okay, wonderful. You're so amazing, mods, and I love you. I don't post a whole lot, I just lurk, but it's okay, I'm still alive. And then other than that, MarissaRothfarb.com.
Rune?
So I have my Instagram at Rune Vaughan, and I also have a Twitter now, like Twitch, and that's Rune Vaughan, or at Rune Vaughan, or however one does Twitter. I don't know. So, yeah.
Mike Daly.
You can follow me on Facebook because I'm older at Michael James Daly. Instagram at Michael J Daly 930, and a really boring Twitter at Michael Daly 930. So you can see more terrible impressions there.
Michael, what's your MySpace?
Oh, you have a Yahoo
at 224.
We're gonna meet Michael Daly on GeoCities after the break.
AOL Instant Messenger.
Yeah.
Go,
and then Toontown online.
Go visit our Ships and Giggles Yahoo group. Yes. Hey man, I was in some Artemis Fowl Yahoo groups back in the day. That used to be where we would hang out in fandoms. I'm a little old too. And Michael Whaley, where can we find you?
On Twitter, or on Instagram, it's at Turner Phrase Films. On Twitter, it's CM Whaley II. And Facebook, it's there's Turner Phrase Films at Turner Phrase Films, and then turnerphrasefilms.com as well for the website.
And I am Octopunk Media, basically everywhere: Twitch, Instagram, Tumblr, YouTube, and I'm Lady Tuano on Twitter. We'll be doing Ships and Giggles again next month, sometime in July, with at least a couple of these performers returning. I sort of have a rotating group. I'm sure Michael Smallwood as well will be back for that one. He was doing dad things today, so but I'm very happy with this group. I'm glad to have brought Whaley on for the first time. Very, very well done. I also love the background. I love that you're just sitting in hell right now. And Marissa as well, becoming another guest. And what else we got? Next week, I'll probably be doing a tarot stream in this time slot. So if you'd like to come get your tarot read, we'll be doing tarot live reading giveaways in the chat. So you can come participate in the stream chat next Saturday at noon, and maybe get a monthly tarot reading. So that'll be a lot of fun. And then in 2 weeks, we'll be doing another episode of Breakout Rolls, our tabletop RPG stream, where I'm sure somebody from this group may be returning from that. We'll see who's available. We'll be doing some kind of heist RPG. So we'll actually get to do Fast and Furious with dinosaurs. So anyway, thank you so much for joining us today. As always, stay great, hydrate, and have a happy time zone.